I'm doing my stretches here because my son is sleeping in the living room on the couch. So I thought, even though I'm starting to move around in the house and turn things on, that I would not turn on the TV right now. I'd have breakfast first before I actively woke him up. And at least, do my stretches. Leaving him to get a few more hours. Well, get a few more minutes because it's 8 o'clock and I have to work. So we had a really nice party yesterday. My mother came over, my son, my daughter, and my son-in-law picked her up because she doesn't like driving at night. And even though we started at 3 in the afternoon, we stayed for supper. They stayed for supper. And it was okay. It started off a little rocky, as everything does with her. She's flustered and she's, excited and everything at the beginning. But then she calms down and settles in, let's say. And it did help that there were a lot of people around. My sister-in-law and her husband. So it was really cool. This is my daughter and my sister-in-law's birthday over the next few days. And I've given my my laptop to my son. I figured taking a MacBook Air to Korea would be a little lighter than a MacBook Pro. And, weight is everything when you're flying. So, that's that. Hope I don't regret it. But I figured I have my iPad, I have my desktop. I do everything on my desktop. I just have to work things around that I don't ever need a laptop. Which is not a big problem because in these few months I haven't. I believe I've used it maybe once. I don't even think that. So, yeah, we had cake in the afternoon, cake and coffee, and then we had supper, and then my daughter and my son-in-law went off. Well, they all went off. The young kids went off to Stag and Doe, Buck and Doe, and took my mom home, leaving my sister-in-law and her husband to stick around here, and we watched a period of the hockey game, and then they headed off too. And then my son came back. Oh, they'd forgotten something. My son-in-law was doing the audio for the Stag and Doe, Buck and Doe, and they'd forgotten something at home, so they had to drive back to Guelph. Then they drove to Kitchener. Then my son was on his way back here when he was thinking about keys, and he realized that he had the car keys, which meant he probably also had the house keys for my daughter, because, various things. So we figured they didn't have house keys, and they didn't, and they were going home after the stag and out because someone was giving them a ride. That kind of a mess, you know. So we drove back, left the keys. Hey, kitty. Trying to get in here? I left all the doors open. Oh, hi. Hey, Ellie. Squeeze through. No, I didn't leave a big enough space for Ellie. Sorry. Oh. She's not strong enough, I think, just to open that door. Julia would be strong enough to open the door. Anyway, so, yeah. He came home. And then he decided, rather than figure anything out upstairs, making his way into his own room, he decided to sleep on the couch, which is why he's there now. But I am now going to have breakfast, read the paper, and then get to work. Yeah. It's the first time that my mother has been around a lot of the family, in a family comfortable situation in a few years. So, yeah. Not a lot has changed, let me tell you. Not a lot has changed. Nothing has changed. Which is why things are going to stay, at a distance, let's say. Anyway, breakfast calls and work. So, have a good one. Ow. I don't think I stretched enough.